Good day, audience. This is Michelle from Group 3. The topic of our presentation today is Tesla's entry into India, navigating brand power, market challenges, and strategic alliances. Right, let me introduce my amazing team. Myself will kick things off with the first part of our study, covering the introduction, background, motivation, and what led us to this research. Then, Dr. Pawati and SC will walk us through the literature review, followed by Eric, who handles the methodology. Kam will discuss our findings, and Daniel will wrap things up with conclusion and recommendation. Let's begin with a quick snapshot of Tesla. Founded in year 2003, Tesla has evolved into a global icon in electric mobility. While Elon Musk is often seen as the face of the company, it was actually Martin Eberhard and Mark Tavaning who founded it. With its bold mission to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy, Tesla operates in over 3 continents, serving a wide range of consumers from individuals to industry. In 2022 alone, Tesla sold over 1.3 million electric vehicles globally, remaining the top BEV manufacturer. With this global success, it's only natural that Tesla set its sights on emerging markets, and India is a prime target. But India, as promising as it is not an easy market to crack. It comes with its own set of complexities. For example, policy uncertainty, infrastructure gaps, and pricing pressures. On the upside, the Indian government is offering incentives like PLIs and subsidies under the ACC battery storage program. Tesla's technological edge and scale give it an advantage here, but only if it can adapt into the local landscape. So, why does this study matter? In year 2023, India overtook Japan to become the world's third largest passenger vehicle market. But it also faces an environmental dilemma, rising emissions, high oil dependency, and pressure to meet net zero targets by 2070. This is where EVs come in. India is now pushing hard on sustainable transport, and the numbers speak for themselves. A 257% jump in EV sales in year 2022 and market projections of $140 million by year 2029. Yet, Tesla's journey into India hasn't been smooth. It faced import duties, pricing challenges, and stiff local competition. Its current global strategy, premium focus, and vertical integrated might not be best fit here. This brings us to our research. We are looking to understand how Tesla can realign its strategy to succeed in a complex, high-potential market like India. Our objectives are simple and focused. First, to evaluate Tesla's global market entry strategy and how well it fits India. Second, to understand how government policy, infrastructure, and localization affect Tesla's prospects. And third, to assess how Tesla's brand, pricing, and consumer perception play into its competitiveness in India. In short, this is not just Tesla's story. It is a case study for any global technology-driven company eyeing growth in emerging markets. Our research contributes to understanding how companies can bridge the gap between the global strategy and local realities, something more important now than ever in fast-changing sustainability-focused world. That's the end of my section, and now I will hand it over to Dr. Pawati, who will take us through our literature review.
Today, we're presenting a thematic literature review to help understand the complex landscape that Tesla must navigate to successfully enter the Indian EV market. Our literature review is structured into 7 key themes derived from 61 papers ranging from branding to consumer behavior to infrastructure, market challenges, finance, and global lessons. Let us now examine each of these in turn. Tesla's success has been underpinned by its innovative-driven brand. The literature positioned Tesla as a premium disruptor, leveraging user-centric design and agile prototyping. Sharma's paper highlight how emotionally charged branding and software-driven hardware have redefined what customer expects from vehicles. However, some researchers do caution that Tesla's luxury appeal must be adapted for developing markets like India, while affordability often outweighs aspiration. As for the Indians EV consumers, they are influenced by a mix of economic factors, environmental consciousness, and social identity. Studies show that attitude, especially regarding safety, performance, and service, play a major role in purchase intent. To succeed, Tesla must tailor its message, segment its audience, and possibly introduce more affordable models with localized features. Nevertheless, the Indian EV market is riddled with structural hurdles. Challenges include high vehicle costs, fragmented state policies, poor financing access, and lack of after-sales service. Tesla's current pricing puts it in a niche, making it vulnerable, especially with homegrown players like Tata dominating the mid-market EV segment. Now we look into the charging infrastructure and regulatory, where its inconsistency are significant roadblock. The emphasis has been on the lack of standardized charging connectors and weak grid uh, for vehicle system, which are both essential for Tesla's superchargers and autonomous tech. While government schemes like FAME 2 and PLI offer some policy support, high impact duties and local sourcing mandates remain unresolved concern for Tesla. Now we will discuss the strategy, alliance, and localization. Multiple studies have addressed the value of local partnership in overcoming India's regulatory and cultural hurdle. Tesla has historically avoided joint venture, but to localize effectively, they have worked for a plant in Gujarat, which need to engage partners across supply chain, charging infra, and service networks. Such move can reduce operational costs and enhance trust with Indian stakeholders. As for green financing, they emerge as both a necessity and opportunity. It is estimated that India needs $2.5 trillion for green infrastructure by 2030. Hence, Tesla can benefit from blending finance, securitization, and ESG incentive if it aligns with national sustainability goals. The importance of transparent ESG reporting, digital supply chain, and risk mitigation to attract institutional capital is also critical. To conclude with the Global Insight Review, we can establish that Tesla's journey in China underscores the most importance of cost innovative and early policy engagement and local production. Similar lessons emerge from France and the UAE. These cases reinforce the need for Tesla to remain adaptive, policy cooperative, and content sensitive in its India entry plan.
To begin, our research identifies several critical gaps in the existing literature regarding Tesla's potential entry into the Indian market. Gap 1 highlights the lack of empirical studies and the outcomes of Tesla localization strategies. Most analyses are conceptual or based on other markets, leaving a significant knowledge gap for India. Gap 2 points to the limited data on Indian EV consumer sentiment, especially in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. Most current research focuses on urban early adopters, which may not reflect the broader markets. Gap 3 notes the absence of a benchmarking model tailored to assess Tesla's market performance in India, making it difficult to evaluate or compare potential strategies. Continuing with our research gap, gap number 4 is the underexplored value of joint R&D initiative or co-branding opportunity between Tesla and India firms. These collaborations could be vital for localization, but are not well studied. Gap 5 addresses the unclear strategies for integrating ESG, environmental, social, and governance principles within the context of EV localization in India. Together, these gaps underscores the need for a more India-specific data-driven research, especially on localization, partnership, and sustainable business practices. To address these gaps, we develop a comprehensive conceptual framework. Let me get the laser on. Okay, as shown here, our framework integrates both external and internal factors. Externally, we consider pastel, political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental influences. Internally, here, we look at Tesla's brand perception, pricing strategy, local partnership, and government policy. Drawing on the resource-based view, Uppsala model, and network theory, we analyze how these factors shape Tesla's market strategy. Importantly, infrastructure readiness acts as a moderating factor, influencing the relationship between Tesla's strategy and its ultimate success and sustainability in India market. By this framework, we propose 4 key hypotheses. First, government policy will significantly influence Tesla's market entry strategy. Second, local partnership will be crucial for Tesla's acceptance and penetration in India. Third, brand perception, of course, along with its pricing, will impact Tesla's competitiveness in India's highly price-sensitive market. Fourth, infrastructure readiness will moderate how effective Tesla's entry strategy is in achieving market success. These hypotheses will guide our empirical analysis and recommendation. That's all from me today. Thank you.
Hi there, I'll be presenting the methodology part of our group project. In our outline of methodology, our research approach to understanding Tesla's entry into the EV market is rooted in a qualitative methodology. By using secondary data and employing analytic tools such as SWOT and PASTEL, as we aim to provide a comprehensive analysis of the strategic and contextual factors at play. Our approach is carefully aligned with our research objective and conceptual framework, ensuring a systematic and coherent investigation that shed light on the significant market development. We use a case study approach to examine Tesla and entry into the Indian market. This method allows us to take a close look at the real-world challenges and opportunities that Tesla faces. By studying this one case in detail, we can gain insights that can be applied to broader business principles and strategies, even if don't apply to every situation. This approach helps us to understand Tesla's success and setback in a dynamic market like India. We are using existing data from trusted sources to understand Tesla's entry into the Indian market. This includes company reports, government statements, industry research, news articles, and academic journals. By combining these information, we can verify facts, increase accuracy, and provide a solid foundation for our analysis. This approach will give us a clear and detailed understanding of the challenges and opportunity Tesla faces in India. We have outlined the data analysis framework for our study, as we will be using the combination of thematic analysis and strategic analysis tool to gain a comprehensive understanding of factors influencing Tesla success in India. So thematic analysis will be helping us to identify recurring patterns and themes related to Tesla market, entry strategy, consumer behavior, and regulatory challenges. And basically, we also apply case studies comparison as well, like for example in China and other countries, how there is a difference between India and other countries as well. Meanwhile, our SWOT analysis and PASTEL analysis will examine both internal and external factors that could impact Tesla's operation in India by analyzing Tesla's strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats, as well as the political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental factors at play. We were able to provide a detailed understanding of the challenges and opportunities Tesla faces in India. By combining these approaches, we will be able to offer a nuanced and comprehensive understanding of the Indian market and Tesla place within it. So I will pass it to the next presenter to present the result and discussion. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Let's look at the result from the case studies. Our analysis confirms policy fragmentation as a critical barrier. Despite reforms like FAME 2 and PLI, India's EV policy remain inconsistent across states, with ambiguous incentive structure and evolving localization mandates. This regulatory may directly impact Tesla entry strategy, validating H1 and answering RQ2 on policy influence. Next, infrastructure deficit. India lacks robust charging network, battery recycling facility, and grid stability. These gaps constrain Tesla's scalability and align with literature on operational bottlenecks. This finding directly address RQ2 and support H1, H4, confirming infrastructural role as a moderating variable. Consumer data reveal extreme price sensitivity. Domestic brands like Tata and Mahindra dominate affordable segments, while Tesla premium pricing restricts its market to high-income groups. This supports H3 that pricing affects purchase intent and answers RQ3 on competitive positioning. Localization is not optional, it is an imperative. Deep manufacturing, supply chain integration, and alliance are essential to navigate regulation and build trust. This validates H2 and address RQ2, RQ4, emphasizing partnership as non-negotiable enablers. Tesla global brand strength meets local realities. Purchase intent hinges on perceived value, environmental attitudes, and social norms, not just prestige. This links to RQ3, RQ4, and support H3, H4, showing perception mediate success. Synthesizing these findings, we propose first, adaptive pricing, region-specific model for cost-sensitive markets. Second, localized manufacturing, Gujarat plant via joint venture to align with Make in India. Third, public-private partnership for charging infrastructure. Fourth, consumer education emphasizing sustainability to shift attitudes. Last but not least, ESG alignment with India green finance goals. Quarter 5 force explain competitive pressure from rivals like Tata necessitating differentials. The Apsara model clarified Tesla purchase entry from CBU, complete build unit, to local assembly as experiential learning. Resource-based view, RBV, shows Tesla tech advantages require local adaptation for India. Theory of constraint, TOC, identified infrastructure policy as bottlenecks. Resolving them will unlock growth. Next, to wrap up everything, I will pass it to Daniel. Thank you.
All right, Tasmin, that brings us to our conclusion. For conclusion, what's the bottom line? First, it is clear that the Indian market presents significant and unique challenges for Tesla's strategic and technical planning. This is definitely not a simple copy and paste market entry case. As we know, Tesla global brand founded on 3 major attributes. First, leading technology. Second, environmental sustainability. And third, aspirational consumer image, which give Tesla major competitive advantages. But we argue that this alone is not sufficient to guarantee success in India. In fact, Tesla as a tech giant face high entry barriers such as price issue, lack of infrastructure, regulatory hurdles, and a demanding consumer base. Despite of these challenges, Tesla has demonstrated how global companies can orchestrate and maneuver their competitive advantages to win. They manage a strong brand, flexing muscles of technology leadership, increase market responsiveness, promote open cooperations, and instill ethical governance in India. Tesla's journey in India serves as a powerful real-life business reference. Before we discuss the takeaways, it is important to acknowledge the limitations of our study. Our analysis is based on currently available secondary data, so it may not fully capture the real-time dynamic nature of Indian market or the nuances of consumer attitudes. Furthermore, with the policy and technology moving so quickly, some findings could be overtaken by new developments. Third, for a deeper understanding, future research should include primary data like direct interviews with stakeholders and consumer surveys. Okay, now let's look into the implications. For strategy, this case highlights the absolute need for first, strategic flexibility, second, strong stakeholders collaboration, and third, a deep understanding of local consumer preference. This means Tesla can't just sell its standard models. It needs adaptive market segmentation, tailored pricing strategy, and crucially, strong local partnership. And the contribution of Tesla to sustainability marketing. For management, they offer actionable insights and reference for navigating regulatory complexity, tailoring value propositions to fit the market, and proactively fostering consumer trust. For theory, this study applies classic frameworks like Uppsala model and resource-based view to a modern, high-tech, sustainability-driven context, enriching our understanding of how these theories work in India. For sustainability, Tesla entry is well aligned with India's national priorities like green mobility and self-reliance. By localizing parts of its supply chain, Tesla has an opportunity to create shared social environmental values, moving beyond just being an importer. This leads to the key takeaway. For any executive at Tesla or a similar company, when they plan to enter Indian market, there are a few things they should prioritize. Unwavering ethical conduct, deep localization strategies, proactive risk management, and building strategic alliances and partnerships, which are not just beneficial but essential for long-term success. From a theoretical perspective, each framework gives us a unique insight. For example, Porter's 5 forces confirm that the Indian auto market is defined by intense rivalry and the significant bargaining power of price-sensitive buyers. Meanwhile, Uppsala model suggests that Tesla's best path is gradual, experiential learning rather than a full-scale, high-risk launch. Third, resource-based view shows that while Tesla has unique capabilities, their value is contingent on adapting them to the local context. And finally, the theory of constraint clearly identifies the primary bottlenecks to success, the charging infrastructure and the challenging policy hurdles. Tesla's journey into India is a fascinating and instructive case study about the complexity of global business in a modern world. It affirms that sustainable success in emerging markets like India require more than just technological superiority. It demands a blend of adaptive strategies, deep local engagement, and a holistic commitment to sustainability and ethical governance. This concludes our presentation today. Thank you for your time and attention.